Good morning, students. Let us solve a small problem which could be asked for 4 marks. See what is asking. How much of profit, if any, you would consider in the following cases? The contract price is given, cost incurred is given, cash received is 10 lakh 80, work not certified is given 1 lakh 20,000. Deduction from bills by way of security deposit is 10% is given. He is asking you to find out how much profit will be transferred to profit and loss account. Okay, so here one point is important. Deduction from bills by way of security deposit is 10 lakhs. So this is your discounted bill for 10%. And this cash received will be 90%. So this is 10% means this is 90%. Okay. So we have to find out first how much is work certified. How to find out what is work certified? We have a small formula here. So cash received is 90% of the work certified. Then you cannot directly calculate. Like earlier problems we are calculating 10 lakhs 80 into 90%. Don't calculate like this, because in earlier problems the way of bill discount is not given. Here way of bill discount is given. So for this we have separate other formula for work, for finding out work certified. How to find out work certified? 10 lakh 80 is for 90%. Then for 100% will be cash received. Work certified will be 100%. Yes, the work from work certified only the engineer will ask the contractor to release the payment. So from that he released 90%. So we are taking 100%. 10 lakhs 80 into 100 by 90 is 12 lakhs. This is work certified. Whenever you get such problems in exam, this could be asked for 4 marks. You do like this, 12 lakhs. That's it. See here in the problem he has not mentioned cash received as percentage of work certified. He could have given, right, but he has not given. See here in some problems we have here in textbook. 2,75,000 is cash received. Then representing 80% of work certified. Like this, if he gives, you directly calculate 2,70,000 to 80%. But if it doesn't give like this, if he gives like this for 4 marks in exam, you do like this. Simple. 10 lakh 80 is for 90%, and 100%. How much cross multiply? You'll get work certified 12 lakhs. Notional profit is work certified plus work uncertified. 12 lakhs plus 1 lakh 20 is given in question. Work not certified. So 1320 I'm getting. Add this 2 minus contract price is 11 lakh 20,000. How much is contract price? Sorry, contract price is 20 lakhs. Contract price is 20 lakhs. Sorry, my mistake. So 13 lakhs 20,000. Do one thing. Let it be. It should be let it be 11 lakh 20,000 only. Okay, we want cost incurred, not contract price. Cost incurred is 11 lakh 20,000. So 12 lakhs plus 1 lakh 20, 13 lakhs 20 minus 11 lakh 20. We am getting 2 lakhs. 2 lakhs is what? Our profit, notional profit. Here is my mistake. 2 lakhs. Profit to be transferred to profit and loss account. Work completion. First we have to find out work completion. Formula we know, work certified divided by contract price into 100. So 12 lakhs divided by contract price is 20 lakhs into 100 is 60% we are getting. 60% means 2 by 3 notional profit we have to transfer to profit and loss account. 2 by 3 into cash received divided by work certified. So 2 lakhs into 2 by 3 into 10 lakhs 80 divided by 12 lakhs. We are getting 1 lakh 20 is profit to be transferred to profit and loss account. Okay, done. So simple. You have how to find out cash work certified. Cash received into 100 by 90. Yes, I have done cross multiplication. Like this would be asked for 4 marks. Okay, I'll send picture of this question and solution also. I hope you people are understanding the pics and videos I'm sending you. And in pics I'm writing that question, that problem number, and solution also I'm writing problem number. Okay, let us move further. So this 9th question 7.9 I want to solve. In this he asks you to find out, prepare contract account, and balance sheet also. It's very easy. Okay, in one problem I'll explain. This is a full-fledged problem. It could be asked for 12 marks. He'll ask you to find out all these things. So see what he says. The Indian Construction Company Limited has undertaken the construction of a bridge over. You want to construct a bridge. The river Yamuna for a corporation. Bridge over. The value of the contract is 15 lakhs subject to retention of 20% until 1 year after certification completion of the contract. We don't want this. They want to keep some money with them. 15 lakhs is contract price. And final approval of the corporation engineers. The following are the details as shown in the books on 30th June 2017. So This is a contract they have taken to construct a bridge over, and 15 lakhs is contract price. 20% is retention money. We don't want that. Then we have information. Labor on site is 4 lakh 5. Material direct to site is 4 lakh 20. Materials from stores is 81,200. Hire and use of plant 12,100. They are using a plant. Okay, that is 12,100. Hire means they are paying rent. So they have rented plant. Means the plant is not of their own. They are taken on rent. Then direct expenses is given. General overheads allocated to the contract is 37,100 is given. Next we have here what? Materials on hand 30 June, closing material, outstanding wages, outstanding direct expenses, work not yet certified. Work not yet certified is how much? 16,500. Amount certified by the corporation contract is 11 lakhs. This amount is certified by the contractors means this is work certified. Next, cash received on account account is 8,80,000. Everything is given, right? Just we have to find out notional profit, and we should know how much should be transferred to, where should be transferred, amount should be transferred to profit. Okay. So in this problem we have to prepare contract account, and balance sheet also. Balance sheet is very easy. I'll show you. Okay. In contract account, the balance sheet need not tally because the contract is only for 1 year. Right? The contract to get complete, it takes a lot of time. After completing the contract, the balance sheet will tally. In contract account, the balance sheets which we are preparing will not tally. Chali, let us move further and start solving. So I have prepared contract account and balance sheet also. Let us write the items one by one. We'll complete the items. We'll record if the item is coming in contract account, I'll record in contract account. If it is coming into contract, I'll write, and balance sheet also same I'll write. So first we have labor on site. We don't have adjustment for labor. Do we have? Yes, wages outstanding we have. So first I'm leaving one line space. First should be always you write with material. I'm leaving one line space and I'm writing to labor. How much is the value of labor? 4,05,000. I'm writing in a column 4,05,000. Done. Next we have material direct to site. This is expenses to material. How much is material? 4,20,000 material we are having. So 4,20,000 I am writing here. Done. Next we have materials from stores. So we are buying materials from stores. We are taking materials from stores only. Excuse me. So I'm writing here to hire and use of plant. Hire use of plant means they have taken plant on rent. Okay, the plant is not of the owner, the company. So how much is rent? 12,100 is the rent. Next, what do we have? We have direct expenses. For direct expenses, we are having adjustment. In direct expenses, the value is how much? 23,000. I'm writing 23,000 in a column. Next, we have general overheads, leaving one line space, and I'm writing general overheads. How much is the value? 37,100. Next, material on hand we have 30th June. So I'm writing here leaving space and writing buy material on hand 6,300. This is a closing material. The closing material has to go to the balance sheet. So in balance sheet I'm writing closing, this contract account, closing material. As we write, closing stock in balance sheet. In the same manner I'm writing 6,300. Done. Chali, balance sheet I have recorded. Next is what? Wages accrued on 30th June 2017. Outstanding wages. So I'm writing here plus outstanding wages. How much is the value of wages? 7,800. So I'm writing 7,800. Add 4,05,000 plus 7,800. 4,12,800. The first effect of wages outstanding, and we know the outstanding wages is liability, so we have to write on liability side. Liability side I am writing outstanding wages. Value is 7,800. We know all this concept, right? In accounts we know all this concept. Then we have direct expenses accrued on 30th June 2017, 1600. Again I am going to direct expenses. I am doing add outstanding 1,600. So you add 23,000 plus 1,600. You are getting 24,600. Done. Second effect. Go to the balance sheet again. Outstanding direct expenses. Record as outstanding direct expenses. It's a liability. That's why I am writing here. The value is 1,600 in liabilities. Done. Next, work not yet certified at cost. Work not yet certified means work uncertified. So I am coming to the format and I am writing by work in progress. Yes, so first I am writing work certified, then I am writing work uncertified. So first is work uncertified. How much is the amount? 16,500. Next is work uncertified. How much is work certified? 11 lakhs. This amount certified by the corporation's engineers means work certified. Okay, don't get confused. So we have written this work certified also we have to transfer to balance sheet. In balance sheet I am writing here I have to write like this, by work in progress. And let me write what all will come in work in progress. Balance sheet format here. What all will come in balance sheet work in progress? Value of work certified, cost of work uncertified, less contractees credit balance transferred to reserve balance. You have to do two things. You have to deduct. What? First you have to deduct cash received, that is contractee credit balance is cash received and transferred to reserve. These two items you have to write. So I am writing here. First I will write work certified. I will write here. Writing work certified. The entire thing I'll write what all will come. This is a format which is given by the institute. Work uncertified. Then you have to deduct less cash received, then less transferred to reserve. Right? Just be transferred in profit and loss account. Right? Total profit will transfer some amount. That we have to do right here. Okay. So first I'll write here. So what do we have here? We have work certified and uncertified, 11 lakhs and 16,500. I'm writing in a column 11 lakhs and 16,500. These two you have to add. Next in the problem, cash received is given, right? How much is cash received? 8,80,000. Cash is 8,80,000 is given. That you deduct. These two you have to add. 11 lakhs plus 16,500. We are getting 11 lakhs 16,500. Okay. Then reserve we have to find out from notional profit. Okay. The cash received is there. Cash received is given. The cash received in contractee account you have to write. Contractee account you have to write by cash account. Cash. You can write by cash account. 8,80,000. Done. In contractee account only you have to write contractee will receive cash. Okay. Contractee is giving to the contractor. The contractor is preparing in his books of account contractee account. This is being prepared with contract account, balance sheet, and this contractee account is prepared by contractor. Okay. Contractor will prepare contractee account. So that's why contractee is writing on the credit side. Yes. Next, let me close this. And then write two balance carried down. 8,80,000. Done. This much only you have to write in contractee account. Done. Now. Step. Only contractee account you write credit side by cash account 8,80,000 and debit side you write by balance two balance carried down. That's it. Right? 8,80,000. It's done. Or you can write to contract account also. send this transfer money to contract account. It's done. It's easy. Done. Chaliye. We'll close now contract account. Let us find out we are getting profit or loss in contract account. Excuse me. So let us do calculations. 11 lakhs plus 16,500 plus 6,300. So we are getting 11 lakh 22,800. 11 lakhs and 16,500 plus 6,300. 11 lakh 22,800. 11 lakh 22,800. Here also same 11 lakh 22,800. Then we deduct 11 lakh 22,800 minus 4 lakh 20 material minus 4 lakh 12,800 wages minus plant 12,100 minus 24,600 direct expenses minus 37,100 general overheads. So we are getting 2,16,200. Yes. Are we missing something? Oh, material from stores I have written. No. So wait. Material from stores I have not written. To materials from stores. I missed that point. Material from stores. How much is material from stores? 81,200. Minus 81,200. 1,35,000 is notional profit. To notional profit is 1,35,000 is our notional profit. Okay. So let me write here on the credit side by notional profit. Debit side I will be writing to profit and loss account. We have to transfer profit to reserve. Okay. So how much is notional profit? 1,35,000. Here also 1,35,000. So 1,35,000. We have to do calculation how much profit to be transferred. I am doing here only. Working note number 1. Calculation of profit to be transferred to profit and loss account. Okay. Next, what is the formula? Notional profit into, we don't know the formula, but 1 by 2 3 or 1 by 3 or 2 by 3 into cash received divided by work certified. Okay. So let me do work percentage of work completion. Work completion. So what is the formula? Work certified by contract price into 100. Right? How much is work certified? 11 lakhs. Divided by contract price is 15 lakhs, I think. Yes, 15 lakhs. Into 100. 11 lakhs divided by 15 lakhs into 100. We are getting 73%. 73% we are getting. 73.33%. 73% means 2 by 3 we have to do. Notional profit is 1,35,000 into 2 by 3 into cash received is 8,80,000 divided by work certified is 11 lakhs. So 1,35,000 into 2 divided by 3 into 8,80,000 divided by work certified is 11 lakhs. 72,000 we are getting. 72,000 should be transferred to profit and loss account. So I'm writing its profit and loss 72,000 and deduct from 1,35,000 minus 72,000, we are getting 63,000 as reserve. Yes, so 63,000, come here and write reserve in front of reserve, minus 63,000. Done. I do calculation. 11,65,000 minus 8,80,000 minus 63,000. Auto column we are getting 2,22,000. Eleven lakh 16,500 minus 8,80,000 minus 63,000. 1,73,500. Sorry, 73,500. That's it. Don't add any amounts in balance sheet. Not tally it. This is only your solution. Balance sheet. This is only balance sheet. Do not add anything. Don't add amounts here and here. This is first year balance sheet. Then they'll take this balance sheet to next year. That we don't have in our syllabus. We have only till here. So it's very easy. Sorry. We have prepared balance sheet of the contract account. So we know how to prepare balance sheet also. So this contract account, you know how much is profit should be transferred and all. And contract account is new, so only you write credit side by cash account 8,80,000 and debit side you write to balance carried on. It's better you write to balance carried on 8,80,000. That's it. Then don't need of writing contract account also. In balance sheet you have tried liability side outstanding items. We have outstanding wages 1 and outstanding direct expenses 1. 2 items you have written. In closing material we have tried here 6,300. We write closing stock and all like that. Then work certified work. This is new. We have to follow this format. Work certified, work uncertified, less cash received, less reserve. This reserve we get from here. Okay, this is reserve that we are getting from here. 1 and this is 2. Its effects. So you add work certified to uncertified, cash received, less reserve, 1,73,500. That's it. Do not do tally balance sheet. This is only the format for what? Work certified and work uncertified. This is only for balance sheet. Chali. We'll move further and we'll solve one more problem. So I'll send pictures of the question also. I'll send question also and I'll send solution also. Page number 2, that is first page. This I have solved, right? This is page 1. The first example I have solved. This is page 1. Why it is troubling, man? This is page 1. First problem. And this is second page 2. Contact account and all. Why it is troubling me? And this is page 3. Okay, I'm explaining so that you don't get confused. Next page 3, right? We have page 4, 5, 6. Okay, chali. Done. Okay, so same concept we are doing, but we have 2 contracts. That is called multiple contracts. Format is same, problems formulas also same, but instead of 1 contract we are having 2 contracts. That's the only difference. Okay, that is the only difference. So let us see. Modern contractors have undertaken the following 2 contracts on 1st January 2017. So 1st January they have taken 2 contracts. Material sent to sites, we have made contract A, contract B. Labor engaged on sites, contract A, contract B we are having. Plant installed at site at cost, plant material, contract A, contract B we are having. Direct expenditure is given, contract A, contract B. Establishment charges given, material returned to stores is given, 2 contracts. Work certified they have given 2 contracts. Work not certified is given, 2 contracts. Material closing material is given. Wages outstanding is given. And what is given? Direct expense is given. Value of plant is given. This closing plant. So from here, work certified, this we have to write this in contract account and balance sheet also. The contract price is agreed at 2,50,000 for contract A. For contract A is 2,50,000, contract B is 2 lakhs. For contract B, cash received for the contract A is 1,80,000, contract B is 1,40,000. What is asking? Prepare contract account, contract account and balance sheet also. Okay, it's very easy. Similar problem as we have done earlier, same format. Okay, one problem I am doing here in contract account, multiple contracts. One problem I'll do, and rest of the problems in textbook we have some 2 problems. You have to do 2 problems. Okay, and if you do these 2 problems, the chapter gets closed. This is the only contract account, so very easy. You can easily get score. You can easily score 12 marks. So let me solve this problem. So we have contract account. So I prepared contract account A, contract account B, contract account A, contract account B, and balance sheet of both the contracts A and B. Chali. Let us start with first materials. So at a time I am doing two contracts. Okay, 2 materials. I am recording entries in both the contracts. 85,349. Then we have contract B. I am writing 2 materials, 73,267. Done. 73,267. Next, labor. Excuse me. I am leaving one line space. I am writing to labor. Amount in a column because we have outstanding 74,375. 74,375. Major labor of contract A. Then I am writing to labor of contract B is how much? 68,523. 68,523. Then plant installed and cost. Opening closing given, so you can write opening here. To plant. How much is for A? 15,000. So contract B is 12,500. To plant. Contract B is 12,000. Then next, direct expenditure. Again I am writing direct expenditure in a column because we have adjustment. Direct expenditure how much? 3167 in a column. Next, same contract B also. To direct expenditure, this is 2852, sorry 2859 in a column. Next we have establishment charges. I am leaving one line space. Contract to A, writing to establishment. Contract A is 4126. No adjustment. Contract B, I am leaving one line space and I am writing establishment. How much is contract B? 3852. Auto column 3852. Next we have what? Material stores. So here I am writing buy materials. You can write also like this also. Returns. How much is returns? 549. Contract A. Contract B, I am writing here buy materials. Can write also like this also. Returns 632 is the amount. Okay, next we have work certified 1,95,000, 145. So contract A I am going and I am writing by work in progress. This is a pro forma you have to follow. This is a format you have to follow. Work certified. How much is the amount? 1,95,000 is contract A, and contract B by work in progress. How much? Work certified 1,45,000. Okay, and same you have to record in balance sheet. So I'm coming to balance sheet and I'm writing here separately. You have to write contract A and contract B. Buy work in progress, contract A, and leave some space, and I'm writing buy work in progress, contract B. I'm writing work certified. How much is contract work certified? 1,95,000. Contract B, work certified, 1,45,000. Right? Next is work not certified. So in contract account I am going. First I am writing in contract account A, work uncertified. How much is amount? 4,500. I am going to balance sheet and I am writing balance sheet. I am writing work uncertified. Amount is 4,500. Okay. Here also then I am writing work uncertified in contract B, work uncertified, amount is 3,000. In contract account I first have recorded, then I am going to contract B, balance sheet, contract B I am writing work uncertified, amount is 3,000. Okay. Next we have what? Materials in hand, 31,881, closing material. So go to closing contract A, I am writing closing. By materials I have given heading, right? So directly you can write closing. What is the value? 1883. 1883. So go to balance sheet. That in balance sheet, here I am writing. It's enough. Here I am writing closing material. Amount is 1883. Again I am going to contract B. Contract B I am writing here closing. How much is value of closing? 1736. 1736. So again I am going to balance sheet and in B I am writing, here I am writing closing material. Amount is 1736. Done. Next, wages accrued. To wages accrued, you go to the contract account A, add to the labor wages outstanding. How much is the amount? 2,400. You do addition. 74735 plus 2,400. You are getting 77,135. So this is outstanding wages. You have to go to the balance sheet and write outstanding wages A. How much is that? Outstanding wages A, 2,400. Next, go to contract account B and do addition plus outstanding. How much is B? Outstanding wages 2,100. 2,100. So do addition. 68,523 plus 2,100. 70,623. Excuse me. So I have recorded outstanding in contract B. We have 2,100. So I am writing in contract balance sheet outstanding wages B, amount is 2,100. Done. Next we have what? Direct expenditure accrued. So go to contract account A and add outstanding sorry plus outstanding direct expenses. How much is the amount? 240. 240 I am writing. Do addition. 3167 plus 240. 3407 is amount. First effect out outstanding direct wages expenses. Go to the balance sheet and write outstanding direct expense. Amount is 240. Then go to contract B and do addition plus outstanding. How much is contract B? 180. 180. Do addition. 2859 plus 180. 3039. 2859 plus 180. 3039. First effect. Second effect. Go to the balance sheet and write this is contract A. Outstanding direct expenses. In brackets B. How much is the amount? 180. Next is what? Value of plant we have 11,000, 9,500. First go to the format A and write contract account credit side. Write contract account credit side by closing plant. Value is 11,000. Contract A. Go to the balance sheet and write value of plant. Write 11,000. First effect. And go to the balance sheet of contract account of B and write here closing plant. How much is the value of closing plant? Plant B. Contract B 9,500. 9,500. Then contract B I have written. Go to the balance sheet and write closing value of plant 9,500. Done right. Next, contract price is saying 250,000 for A, 250,000 for contract price has been agreed at 250,000 for contract A, contract B 2 lakhs. Cash receipt we want. So how much is cash receipt for A? 1,80,000. So I'm going to contract T account side. I'm writing credit side by cash account 1,80,000 for A, and B is how much? 1,40,000 by cash account 1,40,000. Done. A and B both done. Everything is done, right? Can I close this cash contract account? Yes, we can close it. Nothing will come now. We have recorded only entry will one entry will come. Recorded. Then you write balance carried down 1,80,000. And you write same here 1,40,000. And here also you write 1,40,000. Done. 1,40,000 is the balance carried down. Done. Now we have to deduct two items, right? From here in balance sheet. First is cash received. Next is reserve. Same here also. Contract B. Less cash received. First effect. Minus reserve. Can I deduct cash received from contract A? Yes. How much cash received? 1,80,000. 1,80,000. And contract B, how much is contract B cash received? 1,40,000. I can write here 1,40,000. Done. Only you have to deduct cash reserve and reserve. So we can close contract A account. I'm closing contract A account now. To notional profit. $1,95,000 plus 4,500 plus 549 plus 1,883 plus 11,000. So I'm getting 2,19,000. $932. Here also same. 2,19,932 minus, you do see 85,349 minus 77,135 minus 15,000 minus 3,407 minus 4,126 27,000 27,915. 27 128. Why? 4126. Yes, 4126. Establishment charges. Yes. 85, 74, 84. Labor. Standing. Yes. Wait. Let me check once. 212932 minus 8543. Wait. 212932 minus 85,349 minus 77,135 minus 15,000 minus 3407 minus 4126. 27,915 everything. How many? So 12,932, right? Textbook solution is 28 to 75. Let me check. 85,349, 74,375, 15,000 is planned, 3,167 is direct expenses, 4,126 is establishment, wages accrued is 2,400, direct expenses incurred is 240. Yes. I think calculation mistake. I've done twice. I got the same. So 27,915. Right, by notional profit. $27,915. Write the same both sides. 27,915. 27,915. Right here to profit and loss account. To balance, you can write reserve, balancing figure. Okay, so we want to see how much profit should be transferred. So working note number 1, calculation of profit to be transferred to profit and loss account. Okay, so notional profit into, we don't know how much amount, into 2/3 or 1/3 we don't know, into cash received by work certified. This is the formula. We'll find out percentage of work certified, work completion. See, all the problems we are following the same formula. So work percent completion is how much, we don't know. So work formula completion is what? Work certified by contract price. How much is work certified? 1,95,000 divided by contract price per A is how much? Here it is 2,50,000 for A. 250 into 100. 195 divided by 250 into 100. That is 78%. 78% means into 2/3. So profit is, notional profit is 27,915 into 2/3 into cash received is how much? 1,80,000 divided by 1,95,000. To do calculation, 27,915 into 2 divided by 3 into 1,80,000 divided by 1,95,000. 17,178 we are getting. 17,178. 17,178. So balance 27,915 minus 17,178. 107,737. Let me do the calculation once. 27,915 to 2 divided by 3 into 1,80,000 divided by 1,95,000. 117,130. Yes. So cash reserve is we are getting 10,737. So I'm going to the balance sheet. I'm writing here reserve as 10,737. Do the calculation. 1,95,000 plus 4,500. 199,500. From 1,99,500 you deduct minus 1,80,000 minus 10,737. We are getting 8763. Auto column. That's it. Done. Chali. We close contract A and we are getting profit 17,178 and reserve we are getting 10,737 and we have recorded that reserve in balance sheet and we have deducted, we got 8763. Multi contract A is done. Then we are closing contract B account. We'll see which side profit side we are getting more. 73 to 67 plus 7623 plus 12,000 plus 3039 plus 3852. We are getting debit total 1,62,781. 1,62,781. Then next 145 plus 3,000 plus 632 plus 1736 plus 9,500. We are getting 1,50,000. The credit side is less. 1,50,000 some change we are getting. So I am writing here by 162,781. Why it is doubling? 73,000. It is 73,627. 73,267 plus 70,623 plus 12,000 plus 3039 plus 3852. 1,62,781. Same. 62,781. Next debit total, credit total 1,45,000 minus it is 3,000 minus 632 minus 1736 minus 9,500. So why am I deducting 145 plus 3,000 plus 632 plus 1736 plus 9,500. Getting 1,59,868. It's a total credit total. 162,781 minus 159,868. 2913 is a loss. By notional loss. When loss is coming, we should not transfer anything. Okay. When loss is coming, we should not transfer to profit and loss account and reserve. So here problem in balance sheet 2, contract account B by reserve is nil. So 1,45,000 plus 3,000, we are getting 1,48,000 minus 1,40,000. Auto column we are getting 8,000. Done. Close. Account is done. No need of doing addition of balance sheet. No need of writing amounts. Khatam. It's a contract A, contract B. Balance sheet also same, contract A and contract B, right? So no need of doing totals. So I hope you people have understood. It's same as contract A and contract B, same, but we have got different contracts. So same formulas we have to follow, and we have to transfer. When you are getting loss, that loss should not be transferred to. See, when you get loss, there will be no notional loss and reserve, right? Only profit. When you get profit. Notional profit, in that case you transfer to profit and loss account and reserve. But when you are getting loss, no need of recording anything, right? Balance sheet also has explained and contract account also explained. The entire chapter I have explained, and I hope this much is enough for exam. Okay, and we have some textbook questions and I want you to solve textbook questions. 1 or 2 problems is there in textbook. I'll explain you that. Okay, so the entire concept in the contract costing is being explained, and let me start another chapter because we are lagging behind. So with this we have completed 2 chapters. Then I'll start one more chapter. I will not start process costing. Let me first see. We'll go like this. We have seen introduction. We have seen unit costing or output costing. We have seen, right? So contract costing is done. Process we'll see later. And I'll start labor now. Labor I'll start next class. We'll go for labor. It's very easy. So unit costing, output costing is done. Contract is done. Labor, this 2 is done. Contract is, labor is left over. That will start in the next class. So this what I am explaining, that is more than enough. You can practice. You will get in that same, same questions in exam. Same questions will not come. The amount will be changed, and some concept will ask. Okay. So for practice well cost accounting, this is very easy. You can score very good marks. Full marks many students are getting. You also get. Okay. Next concept is labor, and I'm giving some questions from textbook, and I want you to solve. Okay. Wait. Let me give G1. Multiple contracts I'm giving. If you want, you can solve 9th also. It's very easy. See, tractor expenses is giving. Man. 9th one you can solve. Put together, write you all these expenses. Tractor expenses. You write this both. 5,300 directly in debit side. Debit side you write. Otherwise leave this I explain. 9th one I explain. So you can do 12th one, multiple contracts problem. Do 13th also. 12, 13 is more than enough. Don't do any problems now. After that no need. Okay. So 12th and 13th you do 12th problem and 13th problem you do. With this we will wind up this chapter. Enough. Done. No need of doing all rest of the chapter problems we have. No need of doing this. Okay. You do this much only, that's enough. So I am giving homework 12th one, 13th one, and we'll wind up this chapter. Chali. Thank you, and please follow the classes, and don't have a hope that college will reopen. God knows when will the college reopen. Okay, but you have to practice. In January 2nd or 3rd week you will have exams, so be prepared for exams. We have very less time. Thank you.